No, I mean, at least you're at least you're here. That's the important thing, right? It's maybe possible. No, Joxy. I somebody like I saw on Instagram or something his videos are just like trying effed up things he finds at the liquor store, and he tried this, and it sounded. I mean, he did not want to like it, but he loved it, and it sounds delicious. And I'm just, I don't know, like nothing else. No, I mean he said it tastes like like maple eggnog sort of. Eggo Pop Tarts? That seems not right. I don't know. I don't know. Pop Tarts are they're very like hit and miss with me. I will eat an entire box of Pop Tarts in like one sitting at midnight, or I will eat one Pop Tart and then not touch another one for a year. I mean, like it's sort of like more like sort of like that. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, if I get the hankering, then I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat it hard. But if I don't, like that's the like I am. I've made a decision very seriously. I'm gonna throw food out of my house. Anything that is not like reasonable, not even like not healthy, but not, let's say not unhealthy. I'm just gonna toss half eaten bags of chips, trash. Like I mean, like in a very forceful way. Am I gonna do this? Like it's gonna be fun. Because I realize like I'm the only one. I'm the one that's cooking food. So I mean, if what you are eating, whether at a meal or in the just in the house, is something that I have bought. So I am the agent for you know not being healthy or being healthy because I mean frankly like the wife and child myself even too like if there's nothing if there's if there's not a Pop Tart but there's like a pear or something like I'd still I eat the pear. I'll be okay with it. I'm not gonna throw a fit, but we'll see. I'm trying to think if I had anything. Yeah, I don't know. I mentioned Post Malone Oreos. I tried those today because somebody said they were the greatest thing that's ever been. But they were, I mean, they were fine. It wasn't like wildly in love with them. I mean, will I eat the rest of the box? Probably. I mean, will I? Am I gonna follow myself to get to it? No, but when I get to it, I will in fact eat it. So. Oh, it's 56. You're lucky. I mean, it's not been uncomfortably warm, but it's still too hot in here. It's not. I mean, again, it's the the temperature's not bad, but like the car starts to cook. I mean, like that's like I went to the grocery store like 11 o'clock, I guess today. Got in, like once I sat in the car, I was just sweating balls. I mean, windows open, driving is okay, but like eventually I'm gonna be middle of summer stuck in traffic and not in a good way. I did see a weird, like French toast grilled cheese thing that I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Look, if somebody offered me a bite of it, I would try it, but it didn't. It didn't look like something I'd like really want to eat. I mean, basically, it took like like bread and cheese as a sandwich and put it into like a cookie or a cookie, 9 by 13 or what, like 8 by 8 by whatever, and then then pour like the egg and milk mixture on top of it and bake this. They pretended to call it a quiche, but it wasn't. Yeah, I know, but and this one is weird. Now, I will, if you've never done it, and you probably, as you say, French toast is your jam. Um, I'm not. I personally am not a French toast fan at all. Don't like it. But melted vanilla ice cream, just straight up melted vanilla ice cream, as your French toast liquid. You're welcome. You're welcome. Guys, I mean, it's frankly straight money. I don't know. French toast. No. I mean, the one. Okay, there. I did see a thing with eggs that I would like to try. I don't. Like, I'm borderline whether I think my daughter would eat it, but my wife maybe questionable. Like the you know scrambled eggs. Everyone's biggest mistake is overcooking them. Like you cook them. I mean, to me, you put them in a low pan. You cook them for way longer than you think. Like it should take you longer than you think it should to cook scrambled eggs. Like the temperature is that low. You look at it and go, "This is not done." Take that mess off the heat. It'll cook itself after that. Like it just it will cook itself way longer than you think it will, and if you think it's done, then it's gonna overcook. But what I saw this guy do was take it to that point. Like, well, okay, like scrambled eggs, but take like 2 yolks and leave them out. Cook the eggs to the same point. They're like, okay, they're gonna finish cooking in the pan, like with the heat. When you take them off the heat, put those yolks in it. Just mix up the yolks, put that in it. Let the heat do its business with just the yolks. Supposedly cooking like like making it a little more creamy. High heat. Oh goodness. I have not touched like high heat on eggs in ever. Like so long. No, milk. I don't. To me, I don't ever milk. No, 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 no. An unreasonable amount of butter and the eggs. That's all. I mean, that's all. That's all I do. But high heat. I don't know. That's. I don't. I don't know. This is. I mean, I am low and slow. A lot of mixing. A lot of that. But this yolk at the end to make almost like a sauce with it. You know, it's like so it's a little more creamy. But I don't know. Hmm. That's. I mean, fair enough. I mean, this I don't have this. I just have not. I have not deviated from my business forever. I mean, I mean, I can only hope. I mean, you're just mixing, and then dumping. Like, not letting it sit for any amount of time. Well, I mean, who cares? What's the difference? I mean, listen. As long as you like them, as long as you like them. Well, see, I'm not saying like an omelet. I mean, I'm mix and mix and mix. Like, I mean, while it's low, like, I mean, it's a small curd that I end up with. Like, it's not. I definitely don't. Yeah, I mean, I stay on top of my stuff. Like, that's the one thing that, like, the wife is always like, oh, they didn't like my breakfast. I mean, well, did you stay on top of your stuff? Well, I did something else. Oh, there you go. Like, to watch your mess. I do, in a desperate way. I know there's somewhere around here that has one, but I don't know. I don't know, like the Japanese omelet deal, where they fold it over and then cut it down the middle, and it like opens up, and it's like saucy in the middle or whatever. I know you've seen one of those. I want to try one of those. I know they're obscenely delicious, but I hella know I cannot make one. No way do I have that level of talent. Oh, did it? I mean, the flow of the five people that were here. what? Yeah, again, like I don't know. Like we started watching it. The wife fell asleep. It was. I mean, I don't know. I was not disinterested, but not interested enough to care. I mean, not that, I mean the main girl, which at the time I think might have died. Is that like Alec? What was her name? Daddario or something like. I don't know. She is uncomfortably hot. Like I mean, like it makes me sweat. Like how good looking as she is. If that's the one I'm thinking about. But I mean, if she's the one that dies, I think she might die. Like, then I don't necessarily care to watch it anymore. I mean, I mean, exactly. Slippery Pete. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's the eBay, like if breakers are the ones that are ruining the hobby, which very well might be, like, why are still people paying that kind of dollars on hobby boxes? Like, I don't know. Yeah, again, and I mean, but you know, to break, no one wants that. I mean, they definitely inflate price, but again, like the margins are not what they were. Like that's the thing. Now listen, pandemic. Goodness gracious! I mean, now I mean that like, and again, I mean, I don't know if it was breakers or not, but I mean like that the wholesale versus like retail was a bonkers. But even then, like like if you want to talk about it like versus like eBay, like let's say because eBay and like DA and you know like blowout like very similar. I mean it's like your Heritage High Number probably like $100 wholesale. Then they're selling 175 on eBay, which you got to take the 15% off. You got to take the shipping off of, and there is not a lot of like meat on that bone. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that. That's the thing, though, too. Like, so I don't know who's at fault. I'm gonna blame Fanatics in general. I mean, because that's who screwed my deal. So that's who I'm gonna blame. Like it just doesn't. I don't know who's buying anything at this point. I really don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I know I'm not going to a hobby shop and buy a $500 Series 2 hobby box. Like I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, Slippery Pete, I appreciate what you were saying with that, but what breakers are left that are not doing whatnot, more or less? I mean, that aren't like just high volume folks, you know? Because, like, I mean, at one time, I could have done Heritage High Number at even and had 70, like say 70% of the teams sold by people that liked those teams, and then the rest of it, whatever, you know. But like that doesn't exist anymore with me. I mean, again, I've done it. And I admittedly a very shit job of running this business. I did no social media work. I did not do anything to make this better. Didn't. My fault. Completely my fault. And no one I can complain. No one I can you know, pin it on. But I don't know. It's. But Leighton like sells too much. He's chunking through hobby. Like, you know, what does he give a rat's ass about Heritage High Number? I mean, the only thing like I know he will. Smartly, obviously, he will do that stuff as random teams. Just let it sit in the store as random teams. If it fails, I'll do it. But there's no hassle to it. I mean, who the hell is going to do volume of High Number? I mean, that's insanity anyway. That's crazy talk. But but then, like, why is someone paying $175 for a box of High Number? You know, I mean, if there's not a breaker that is forcing the price high for High Number, then why are people paying it for a retail box? You know, that's again because the cost is high. Like that's just, you're gonna pay that or you're not gonna pay that. Let me see. It says very much lately they have been like not showing the prices on stuff. The DealerNet used to always show like what the like cost was. Okay, well, I mean, I might be a. I might be I might be lying to myself. I mean, it doesn't say what cost is, but it says the historical low is $59 a box. So I mean that I almost feel like would give you like some indication of like what it might be. But I mean, damn. I mean, okay. All right. Let's say that it was like $59 a box. It cost. I don't understand how they're getting 175. I mean, this is madness. Like, I mean, who's paying that? It's insanity. I don't know. I mean, it makes no difference anymore. I don't. Okay, I looked at it, but then I got off of it. Like I don't. What is the what like what is like the like the plus and the minus on it? Like I don't understand. Like can you spend it? Can you spend it for $5 or like what? What's the what's the deal there? I mean, he got 1 point. Okay, this is what is mostly upsetting to me, and which I can't. Like again, I've I've more or less let it go. I mean, I just, I don't, I just not, I don't think I do anymore. But he has 1.4 thousand followers. How does he, I mean, how does he have that on Whatnot? Like, I mean, if he has that, then I feel like if I was doing it in some reasonable fashion, I would have like 16 million followers. But at the same time, I don't want to. Well, he's shut off. He's shut off for the night anyway. So there's that. Hang on a second. So I mean, so there is like some borderline interest in seeing like what in God's name like is happening on Whatnot. I mean that he can have 1.4 thousand followers. I mean, God. I mean, look, I don't dislike him, but good God. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure that I know anybody less entertaining than him, frankly. But again, like it's then I got to do a whole nother thing because 85% of of you are not going to Whatnot to watch me do my fun. So I got to find a whole nother bunch of friends. Oh, what a hassle. I don't know. It's a struggle. Oh, I mean, well, jocks. Listen. That I appreciate. It's not, dude. It's not. Listen, I love you for that, and thank you. It's just I don't know. It's I don't know. Goddamn. I mean, 1.4 thousand followers. Good God. It just makes me wonder. I mean, what? I don't know. At the same time, it's not. I mean, it's not even. It's. I don't. It's. What move? At this point, like, no one will buy what I have at this point. So, like, what good is it gonna do there? I don't know. I'm just I'm not sure it's worth it anymore to me. Very, very obscenely difficult decision I made very shortly. That's all. We'll see. I mean, listen, I have a closet full of clothes that I either am unwilling to wear or can't fit into. So I don't know if I do better on Whatnot or like a yard sale that like the community's having soon. I don't know. But I mean, again, good God, 1.4 thousand followers. How? How? For JMass? How? Christ almighty, how? So, okay. So, I mean, but I thought Whatnot had locked down on that or like wasn't doing those randoms. I swear I thought they weren't doing that. Joe Pa, I mean, listen. If you want like some constant action and like things chunking through, and I think mostly randoms. I mean, there are like PYTs on there, but the vast majority are randoms. And if you want things to be like moving through fast, I mean that's your place, man. I'm not gonna pretend that that is not like a high impact, like high energy kind of business. I was under the impression that you couldn't do that. Like, I understand. I mean, I believe you that you're telling me they changed it, but like when I originally looked at it, you couldn't even do a like a random like we did for draft. Like you weren't allowed to do a random period. Again, I mean, again, this was this like as soon as they like opened up, I looked into it, and I mean at that time like there was no random situation allowed. But if they have changed it, which I am not shocked that they have, well, I mean, Joe, the one thing that Whatnot like very much makes easy for you is like when you make your account, you go ahead and put in like your your credit card information. So like if you're watching this stream and I say like, hey, let's do a wheel spin, like that button is on the bottom of your page already to buy. Like all you guys click it once, click it, you click it, you're in. Click it, you're in. Click it, you're in. Click it, you're in. So I mean, again, it's it's so basically they're just like they're running the razzes, like loser gets a fart in face raz. I mean that's like what it makes what makes sense for. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is. It is. Yeah, it's fast. Okay. I mean, well, I mean, again, like, and it's been a long time, but like when I looked at it, they were hard ass on no random stuff. Like, you couldn't roll a dice and give somebody a team, even if they got, like, even if everybody got a team. There, like, you couldn't do it because they're like, I mean, I guess because there was like questions on whether you even get something. I mean, like, again, like, I mean, as you like some small card sort, but whatever. I mean, all right, whatever. It's just, I mean, let's just because okay, that's the thing there. So sports cards. Then let's look at breaks. Does it say how many? I mean, the other thing, there are just like a million people on there. Yeah, yeah, no, well, they had, he had some, some deal with him early on, but for some reason, I think that fell apart because he was not. He was like his. He was like the number one, listed thing for a long time, and then then no more. But I mean, whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of it too. I will tell you, Joe Pot, which is honestly not terrible. I mean, if you're like if you're looking to unload singles, and this one I have no beef with at all. But like, you can set up a card, whatever. You start your auction at $1. So like, you see the card, you want to bet $1, you click that button and you bet $1. Some of them will do like sudden death. Some of them will do like, add another 5 seconds or whatever to it. And like it pops, it'll pop again, and then you just that card sells. If you got it, you got it, and like, you move on to another card. Like, I mean, it's frankly, I mean, an excellent way to chunk through those. And I mean, if you could manage like a decent enough audience, then you can kind of chunk through those. And I mean, if you really have no money in them to begin with, what I mean, like, like if you're just looking to take whatever you can get, then like they still have to pay shipping. Like that's that they are aware of that when they bid that $1 on your card. So like, you don't have to fight everybody else for having free shipping or whatever with that. So I mean, it's not. I mean, listen, it's not a bad platform for what for a lot of things. I just don't know that I have the care or desire to do it. Like, I just don't know. It's not. It's just a whole different world, and I don't want to. Could I be successful? Probably. Is it worth it at this point? Nah, probably not so much. And I'll be honest, more and more every day, like, is me losing time with Peanut. Like, it's weird, but she gets older every day. Like, I didn't realize that was gonna happen, but she gets older every day. somehow I do too. So like I'm living in some like very upsetting mental world where I know like one day relatively soon she's gonna like not ask daddy to play with her anymore. And then like I know one day sooner than I would like I'm gonna be dead. So, it's is it morbid? Is it upsetting? Should I be thinking that way? Probably not, but yeah, I mean, listen, I knew that there were cards, so there's that. I knew that. Yeah, I mean that is. I mean it's honestly that time with her is starting to put like a hurt on me. And I mean, and that's the thing. Like like the one great thing about this job was the flexibility. I wasn't locked into like a 9 to 5. But like my backup options are not time particularly specific either. Now, if those fall apart, then we'll have to deal with that when it happens. But I don't know, man. It is what it is at this point. Hold on a second. See that? I mean, the only thing, Jimmy, is I don't like home. I don't have like space to do that. Like, there's not like the computer that I have now is in the bedroom. So if I did anything, like it would be well, like in the same room that the wife was trying to sleep in. Just like there's like logistically, that's not terrible, but it doesn't. Whatever. We'll see. Oh my God. Well. I let's make biscuits. I wonder if he means like from a can or actually like full blown as making biscuits. Like we frozen or in a can or like what do you mean? Mm. I'm not sure those go bad, but I mean, any reason to eat a biscuit is a good one. So I have no beef with that. That's one of those things. Like I have made biscuits often, like many times. Like that, there's like the most respected of biscuit recipes I have used and done, and they're not as good as the canned biscuits or even the frozen biscuits for that matter. So why I bother to hell to make them? I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Not a lot of point. No. No, we didn't. Let's see. Alright, that's that one. Maybe this was yeah, this was let's try. I think that's what it looks like. Probably, maybe. Fish sticks, or if, I mean, fillets, or what do you call them? Like fish, breaded fish patties. They were BOGO at Publix today, and I love them desperately, so I made a pan of them. Haven't like a like a true person looking to take care of my health to live longer. I haven't eaten today until now, so. Are these the putters that you were discussing the other day? Yes. Gemini really is. Now, the website I would godforsakingly never look at because I have way yet to fix that, but the Instagram is like what it was like. Where's the decentness? The website's getting removed as soon as this gets shut down. Not no. I mean, the email she normally checks. That's I mean that she does. Again, the website is embarrassing. I am completely embarrassed by it. No, I mean I don't. The email, I mean, I can look at it, but I don't. But the websites, I have a Shopify when built, is just not. It's not been done because because I've been worried about other things. Frankly, this. So. I mean, Slippery Pete, have you thought about just starting your own whatnot channel to kind of like let the people know how it should be done? Yeah, I mean the give, it's. I mean, I guess like everything else, I mean, like FanDuel and DraftKings have turned like your phone into an instant, gambling situation. This is really no different. Like it's just it's a fast gambling. I still swear. I mean, gambling is gonna it's gonna take the it's gonna go in a bad place for like for a lot of people for a long time. Like I don't. It's upsettingly like hitting some stuff. I mean, Jiminy Crickets. I mean, it's as easy as just like pulling up your phone and tapping something to place and bets. I guess are like a little a little like questionable. I guess like your fantasy sports. They until they hit the Supreme Court with it, was not gambling, but now it's all good. Well, no, I mean, listen, I mean, for Americans, it is becoming problematic. Like yeah. I mean, again, I mean, like everything else, big corporations, but bust in the ass. Good God. $145 per person in there is still a whack. Are you $1,500? How is that even possible? What are you betting on? Good God. Now the only thing, like, I think Justin said, like, he was in North Carolina maybe, and like their state lottery has slots on their official lottery app, which would probably, you know, get me into some level of trouble. But like that's, I mean, damn, I had no idea. Well, I mean, you know, considering that, you know, that you were, you know, that your country is based on a penal colony, I should assume that you're, you know, a bunch of ruffians and ne'er do wells and whatnot. Ne'er do wells, I did say it, yes. Mm. I mean, it seemed a little nicer than saying like dirty ass bitch bastards. But I mean, if you're gonna make me say it that way, I guess I'll say it that way. I mean, you know, trying to keep it, you know, keep it clean for the kids. I don't know. I mean, it's again like that's gambling is the only vice that I have never said or never had. Yeah, I mean, I guess just because of, you know, the lack of money, but I just, you know, mercifully it's the one thing I've never caught on to. Plus, I suck at it. So there's that. Hold on a second. Quick second. Man, okay, since we're talking about gambling, does anybody want to take any bets? What discount I'm gonna have to run to actually fill this? I mean, 20 is usually where it like powers out, and this time around it is not. So I'm curious. Like, what do you? it is honestly weird to me too, because it's shockingly nice. Like I was frankly expect. I mean, I shouldn't have not, because really, Panini I feel like has upped their business, like with their like newer releases. I mean, I guess because they got nothing else better to do but make it nice, because they got nothing else going on. But either way, like they've been very good. I mean, this one has been very, very solid. All breaks that I have like heard people say they've watched have been very good. The cards look nice. The signers are very decent. Like I don't. It's again. It just makes me think that that I'm dead in the water. That's all. You did very well at number one, though. I mean, I will say that. I mean, and not even filling, but not even getting like traction. Like that. I mean, like normally like the first one, or maybe all of them drag a little bit. Then the first one goes, you see, oh, that's fairly decent. Then the rest of them kind of get a little bit of play, and then it slowly starts to drag down. But I've never really seen it just sit at like this kind of like obscenely high levels on all of them. So not expecting, not. I guess I shouldn't be shocked. I suppose. And there's three of us watching. One of them is me. One of them I think is somebody else. Yeah, I mean, there's goddamn. I don't know. I had some very like impressive dream of me like me being the one to make the decision about shutting this shit down, but I underestimated things. So. It is what it is. Tomorrow I'll kick it to 25 and see what happens. Once I do that, though, things get then I think get a little. I gotta do some magic on the back end. That's good God. Tell me. Go ahead. Always with you. Gig work. I don't. I don't understand that. No, no. I mean, the Miami in particular is a hyper flooded market for that. I wouldn't do it anyway because I mean, again, I have you know other things to do, but like it is a very saturated market with like people just like falling over themselves to do stuff. So it's not particularly worth it here. And also like on top of that, like people are just like cheap bastards. No, evening, dead of night, like it's honest to God. If I am driving around 90%, and I do not bullshit when I say 90% of cars on the road have some either Lyft or Uber or like whatever like light in their windshield. 90% no bullshit. Like it's I mean it's just insane. And the guy that does like the bulk of our deliveries for the basket place, like he does like all that too, like the Uber, the Lyft, like all that stuff. And he makes it sound like I mean he's working like 7 days a week just to like I mean just to cover, like not even make money. Well, okay, with what would you put in the store? Because that's part of the problem too. Like that like the Chrome the 24 Chrome hobby that was working very well because it was new. I mean, well, I mean, when I had like new for me, and like we were chugging through it pretty well, and like 1 week to the next, the box price jumped $30, like $30 a box. I there's zero chance in hell I could have bumped that like that the break prices that much because I was already like tight on margin. Like the margin on stuff is what is just un untenably tight. It's just I for what I would have to pay for stuff. It's just not reasonable. I mean, and listen, I mean, I have no like. I'm not gonna like shutter the store or the like like the business. I mean, I'll leave it running. I mean, I'll pay for the base action of it in case something happens. But it is just what I mean, like what to break. Like I don't again, like like when these bastards on whatnot are just running razzes, you know, as breaks. I'm not gonna do that. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I love that you are even thinking about it like that. That almost makes me want to cry. Like no lie, that you have put some kind of thought into it. But I just, there's, I mean, he's not. Uh, So I mean, realistically, if I keep the store, which I will, you know, and everything else, if it's I again, what is the problem? What, you know? I mean, like something like Draft when it came out, for what I would have to pay for the Draft, then what I would have to charge for the Draft is, I mean, would be 20-ish% more than what the people like, you know, Leighton, Jaspy, Mojo, like the people that are getting it at a price. I'd have to be charging 20% more than they are in a PYT to be like, just to be like cutting it. And there are 5 guys, right? Yeah, maybe 5. Let's go as five. Let's go as far as 7 guys that are consistent single team buyers. Like, one guy loves the White Sox, one guy loves the Braves. There's a guy who loves the Mets, the guy who loves the Yankees, but like beyond that, like it's trying to, you know, filler it out. And I mean, let's be honest, my reach is, you know, for shit at this point. Like, you know, nobody's really looking at those emails. I don't have a way to reach a mass. I mean, listen, I'm not. I would rather do this than whatever other garbage that I'm going to end up doing. I'm not seeing a path at this point. I feel like I've gone too far. Like I've let it go too far. Not I don't know what I could have done, but it's what would be needed to fix it. I don't know that I have in my soul to do. That's the problem. I mean, I'm not happy about it. I, I I hate to say it this way, but I have depressed myself to a point that I'm gonna have to, leave. No, Jimmy Never I haven't. I've been chill about it. I don't. It's only like special occasions. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I still have I still have a solid bit of it. I'm gonna go home right now. I'll be back tomorrow. I got nothing else to do. So.